Yeah, hi there, Tics Gaming. Yes, we're here. We're down the allotment at the moment. Yeah, we're just enjoying ourselves. Bit of a summer holiday, if you like. Pre-season's coming up soon, I know, but it's all looking interesting at the moment. So we're just enjoying ourselves. We've got some nice leeks growing at the moment, but Talal, no, I've not heard from him at all, actually. So, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, Talal, okay, hi there. How are you? Yes, yeah, we're looking good. We're all getting ready for the pre-season. Yes, we're hoping you're going to give us a load of money like you promised. So we're going to go off and buy some new players and all that sort of thing. Do you reckon that'd be good for you? Good. That's all right. Subscribers. Yeah, I'm sure that everyone would love to subscribe to the channel. Yes, of course they will. I'm sure they would. Um, uh, sorry, sorry. No. That's not. I'm not in the allotment. No. What you can hear, that's the transfer wheel. That's all. That's not a wheelbarrow. That's a transfer wheel. What we're trying to do is we're trying to find as many players as possible that's in our price range. Yeah, good with that. So you ready for us to spend some money and hopefully stay in that Premier League? Good on you, son. Speak to you soon. Yes, we've been. Of course, yes. Let's get started, shall we? The season review. What a season it was. And we are going to do some transfers. We've got to. To stay in the Premier League, it's an absolute must. I'm not going to do it without any transfers. And that is where Talal comes in and he's going to finance us massively. But how did we actually get to that Premier League? New arrivals. There was a whole host of players who came in. Obviously, Liam brought all these players in, but none of these count towards what we did. If we actually click on them, there we go. Look, there we go. So they do have no reaction at all from the board because they're nothing to do with us. But the ones who did, Hudson only played a couple of games. So a B plus. They're happy. The board are happy as an overall on that one. Where's the other ones? Goody. Absolute star signing of the season. He goes down as the best signing of the season. And what a signing he was. £190,000. Only had 11 starts, 4 off the bench, a 7.16. Absolutely awesome. Just what was required. Ben Amos, obviously not one of ours. Same with Fletcher. Hare. Fagulai, another one. An A plus. Absolutely stunning. A 7.18. 17 goal contributions. What an absolute beast. 38 games, 3 off the bench. What more? I'm not sure if that's actually right. 56 appearances throughout the whole season. Wasn't one of ours, but Sam Surridge, another one. Absolutely wonderful. A 7.42. 16 appearances, 9 goals, 6 assists, an A plus. Excited to have him on loan. We was very excited to have him on loan. The next part, season to remember. It was a season to remember. We managed to get promotion. Final day of the season. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this. I think this is broken because the minimum board, or was it with the at the start of the season? Did the media say that it was going to be playoffs? The board said relegation. So it was a bit of a mix-up thing there. Ashley Fletcher, 18 goals, an A plus. FA Cup, okay, didn't do quite so well in that. A D, sorry. Carabao Cup, a C. Is he happy with that? Papa John's, a C as well, runners up in that. Unfortunately, didn't bring any silverware. But moments to remember. What a absolutely unbelievable season. Biggest win against Stoke away from home, 4-1. Will Grigg with 2, Lang and Surridge. Match to remember. Watford and Wigan. Absolutely wonderful game as well. And also the goal of the season goes to Will Keane. Absolutely beautiful. Let's go and have a little look at that goal, shall we? Just generate that little match report. Let's have a look at the goal. What was it like? So Iona with a throw-in. Power, Fagulai, Keane. What a strike. Absolutely stunning. Well worthy of that. From 23 metres. Don't know why it goes in metres. So we've gained an extra half a star of ability for the club. We're now up to a 3-star national reputation, so that's great. No new sponsorships, no noticeable new deals. Obviously, it's the first season, so all of this stuff is all immaterial. It's just great. Lots of earnings, but over here, this is the big stuff. James McLean, who won't sign a new deal for us, top shirt seller. Cousins, Keane, Lang, and Power. So a good blend there. All players who pretty much played most games. How we lined up. This will be interesting. Amos in goal. Nyambi, Watmore, Kerr, Bennett. Bennett at 6.82. Letting the side down there a little bit. Fagulai and Cousins. Pretty much right. Lang, Keane. McGuinness out there on the left. How many games did he play? 16 off the bench. But he did have a 7.01, so that's pretty good. And obviously Fletcher up top. Lang again, a 6.91. So just a couple of players there that let the side down below the 7s. Keane just getting in there with the 7. The accolades. We did get Manager of the Month for September, so that's great news. Fans Player of the Year, Ryan Nyambi. Will that be the case this season? Young Player of the Year. He just squeezes in for this award at the age of 24. That is the cut-off point. Ryan Nyambi. Signing the season we've seen earlier on, that was Charlie Goody. Goal of the season, Will Keane. Top goal scorer, Fletcher. 27 goals in total. That most assists in the season, Nicolo Fagulai. Ashley Fletcher. Most man of the matches with 9. 10 for the assists for Fagulai. Nyambi, a 7.2 most average rating. Graham Shinney, most passes in 90 minutes, 85. Couple of records to be broken here as well. Most goals by a player in a match. Ashley Fletcher with 2, so nobody got a hat-trick. That's interesting. Callum Lang, most goals by a player in a league match, 2. Fagulai with his 10 assists. Ben Amos, 27 clean sheets. Very, very good indeed. Most man of the matches, like we're saying. Fletcher, Shinney, worst discipline. 15 yellow cards and 1 red. Fastest goal was from Fagulai, 1 minute and 23 seconds. Absolutely crazy. So that is the roundup of how the season went. Now, what are we going to do? Talal, what do you expect us to do? That is the question. So we're going Premier League. As we know, he wants to play entertaining football, sign players under the age of 23 for the first team, play defensively solid football, play possession football, and play high tempo pressing football. Okay, Mr. Al-Hamad, we will sort that out for you. I'm sure we can do that. Work within the wage budget. A minimum 2-year contracts for first team players. Okay. Fight bravely against relegation. So what that means, to sum it up, if we get relegated, our job is safe. Okay, so that's that's pretty much how the wording of that means. Youth facility improvements will be completed this season as well. And then after that, we've got a 5-year plan of remain in the Premier League. I'm happy with that. We'll just accept those demands until we'll sort that out for you, son. I'm sure we can. And for you boys and girls out there watching. Club dynamics at the moment. So, dressing room is absolutely excellent. Managerial support, excellent. Excellent. End of season team meeting. Let's have a little run through this a minute. So what we want to do, we want to find the one that says It's going to be tough for us next season, but we'll probably come back down. But all we want to do is give it every chance to keep us up. Because that's exactly what Talal said. If you say anything different in Football Manager, it goes nuts. So, brilliant. That's exactly what we want to hear. I'm not going to make any promises now. We'll come back for pre-season. Everybody's happy. They're all going off on their summer holidays. We've obviously been down the allotment, having a bit of fun. Can't beat it. Love a bit of allotment working. Season team report. So that's like the team we had. Come the end of the season, we was playing the 3 at the back. Whether we stick with the 3 or we go back to the 4-2-3-1, we'll have to wait and see. But it was handy having those 2 players up top. Injuries, yeah, I think we're all right. Season break, everyone's going off to do their season break. Right, so what we'll do, we'll go and identify a few bits and pieces, because at the moment, for the championship, we had an awesome training facilities, or trainers, our coaches and all. Not quite so good with the medical and the recruitment. So we'll have to have a look at all that and see if we can get some new recruits in. I think really that's going to be the key. It's saying that we've got spaces there for some performance and some more coaches and stuff. So we'll just go and have a little hunt around and see what we can come up with. So, what we've done, we did have our youth intake, and these are the players that we have kept. There's not a lot here, to be honest. Some of them, if they do develop, we might be able to get a little bit of cash for them, but Pat there is just not very good. Craig as well, another one. It's just, yeah. Paul Taylor, a little bit better. But again, finishing of 6 for a striker, he's probably going to be more of a winger. But then again, I'm not too sure on that lad either. And then Pete Kappa is just not good. We've signed them purely just to keep hold of them. But we have brought some people in. See, we did look at him in the previous part of the season. And James Trafford will come in as a new goalkeeper for us, 6'3". He played against us in the, where was he? He was at Bolton. So he's going to come in as a new goalkeeper for us. Plenty of potential with the attributes, so we'll have to wait and see how he does. Obviously, we know that we've done rather well with Amos in goal, but if we do a little comparison a minute with Amos, we can see that Amos has got him physically. Everywhere else, James Trafford is just a far better upgrading goalkeeper. So he's only young, age of 19, but I think it could be what we need for the Premier League survival battle. We've also brought in, or in the middle of bringing in, some other players, hopefully as well. Amber Diang from Marseille, and this lad, 22 years old, absolute unbelievable striker. If we can get hold of him, we're waiting for a work permit. We'll have to wait and see whether that does come off or not. But 16 acceleration, look, the boy's got loads of potential as well. If we look at him, he's a 4.5 star potential player, 3.5 star current ability. We've got a transfer offer of, let me have a look a minute, an offer of £2.5 million, rising to 5.5 if we do get him. So that is the sort of calibre player we're looking at, and we're not going to go crazy on the money either. Bright Arian B is another one that we're going to bring in on loan. It's not going to cost us anything in a monthly fee, but only £3,500 a week. Powerful central defender, Bright Arian B. Look at him. Absolute and utter beast of a player. Left-footed as well. 5-star potential player. 3-star current ability. He will come in and be an absolute and utter unbelievable central defender for us. German, under 21 international, like I say, 19 years old. We will accept the loan offer. There seems to be a lot going on with Bayern Munich. Whether our scouts seem to be just flying in all over there at the moment, I'm not quite sure. But we've got a performance director coming in as well. So things are starting to look pretty good. But hopefully, that's just the start of some of the signings we're going to have. So one thing being Premier League, we've had lots and lots of players come up on the scouting report. So many players. And like I was saying, Bayern Munich seems to be a massive one. A whole host of players from Bayern. Whether one of our coaches is an ex-Bayern player or something. This lad as well. Lewis Jr., another goalkeeper who potentially could be somebody we could bring in. But one of the big problems is everyone wants new deals. Thankfully, in Jason Kerr, we've got someone who manages to persuade them that they don't really need a new deal. But one thing we have done, Sam Surridge is back for another season. And we've got a mandatory fee of £4.1 million. So we'll have him, come what may, for £4.1 million, whatever happens. And he's only going to cost us £3,000 a week. Good deal all round there. A great bit of news. Bamba Dieng has had his work permit accepted. So he will be coming in for £3 million. There's offers for players coming in left, right and centre. Joe Bennett has signed a new deal on £21,000 a week as an important player. He is 32 years old now. But looking at the squad depth overall, so obviously the players, the new ones haven't come in yet. And also we're still rated as a championship team. So as it is, with the three at the back, we've got some good centre-halves. We've got a good right-back. We've got okay left-backs. We've got a good central midfield. And we've got an okay sort of ish strikers. If we look at the 4-2-3-1, we do look a lot stronger that way. But we're just a little bit weak maybe out in the wings. But we'll have to have a look around and see what we can come up with. So a great bit of news. We have picked up Championship Manager of the Year. Absolutely stunning. Buzzing for this one. Absolutely buzzing for it. Our Director of Football, Dida, is happy that I've won it as well. Absolutely great. PFA Team of the Year. Amos in goal. Nyambi, Watmore and Fagulai make the team. The rest of it is made up pretty much of Burnley players, which you expect. And Shackleton from Millwall, who 23 to 27.5 million pound player on loan from Leeds United. So you'd expect a player like that to be doing that. We've also gone in and done some requests. So we said we want to improve the youth recruitment. We also want to improve the training facilities. Talal said no. We went and had a little chat. We got on the phone. We went and had a chat with him. And he's agreed to bring it from adequate to average youth recruitment. We also said the same about the training facilities. The training facilities are going to cost us £1.84 million. As we look at it, in the vision, it's all going ahead. Training facilities will take a little while to be done. Youth recruitment facilities are going to be there pretty soon as well. So at the moment, the board are happy. We're 30th of May. We haven't quite ticked over into the Premier League style because as we look at the competition, we're still classed as a championship side, like I said earlier. So we need to click on a little bit further and see what else we can come up with. Right, we're now at the 9th of June and some of the players have come in. We have spent a total of £6.33 million. James Trafford, Sarpat Singh, as we said, was coming in, and the fans are buzzing with this one. A B minus. Yang as well, a B minus. But unfortunately for James Trafford, they're a C plus, you boys and girls at the moment. You're happy to have signed such a good player with these two. See the same there, such a good player. B minus there, a player of his calibre. So Sarpret Singh seems to be the fans' choice at the moment. So everybody's very happy. And how do you feel your squad could be improved in terms of positions? I'm not going to say that because as soon as you do this, look, they're going to say which position do you want to do it. And if you say a particular position, your players get knocked off. And I ain't doing that. Not falling for that one, son. End the chat. So we've signed one more player to bring in to the end of last season. It's just sort of, this is the day where it ticked over to be Premier League. So we have brought in Dimitris Yanaglis, comes in from Norwich for £1.2 million. 26-year-old left back come left wing back. Absolutely rapid. If we just have a little look. 16 acceleration, 16 natural fitness, 16 for pace, 16 for stamina, 16 for work rate. Plenty of dribbling, crossing, passing. Maybe not the best defensively. He comes in as an absolute superstar out on that left-hand side. And if we have a look at him compared to everyone else in that position, where can we just comparison? So on the left, he's the best left back we've got by a country mile. Looking at it at the moment, and same with wing back. Tom Pearce only just gets into the top three. Shinnie comes in above everybody, but Bright Arian B comes in as well, obviously to play left back. He's more of a centre half, to be fair. So Dimitris could be an absolute steal for us. He's already rated at way more than what we paid for him. So happy days. So now, like I said, it's now changed over the Premier League season. So we can have a little look at our schedule, what we're going to be doing. And unbelievably, what a start this could be. Sheffield United at home, first game of the season. Quite often, the way the Premier League all starts out, you get an absolute top-tier team straight away. EFL Cup, we don't know who we got yet. Then we've got Leicester, Tottenham, Brentford, Everton. It's not a bad start. In all the starts I've had in Premier League football before, this is quite a good one. One of the big problems we've got is staff. If we go down through the staff, Liverpool have got the best in everything, pretty much. They are just completely mad. Leeds don't seem to be very good at all, but Liverpool dominate the staff. Oh, Man United have got one there for tactical. Our recruitment, Forest are the worst in all of it, where United have got that nailed down. At least we're not the worst. Man City, Brighton, Man United, Burnley. Again, we're not down the bottom. We're certainly not far off. 17th in the Premier League for our recruitment. We do need to have a look at our recruitment. Whether we need a new director of football, we'll have to have a look at some of this and see what we can come up with. So here we are at the 1st of July. I thought I'd just bring you into the season preview, and it's not good reading at all. Manchester City favourites, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United for that top four. We are absolute outsiders, 600 to 1. Crazy time. Dream 11, obviously we've not got a single player in there. And what they do here, this piece above me, you have the two best players how they rated. So there's in this list is 40 players in total, obviously 20 Premier League teams. Everybody gets 2. Dream 11 can be all one team if you wanted to. Every player here, every team here gets 2 players. 2 best players in the league, Erling Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne. Salah, Kane, Mason Mount up there as well. And as we scroll down and keep scrolling and keep... Fagulai is rated as our best player, and Sam Sturridge is rated as our second best player. And both here on loan. Whether that says something, I'm not quite sure. But they're also the bottom 2 players. It's going to be a long, hard season, I think. If we look at the squad depth again, he says, we're there or thereabouts at the moment. We could do with strengthening, I would say, probably fullbacks, even now, even after signing Demetrius. Oh dear. Well, I did say we needed to improve our scouting. So a new director of football has come in. Frank Yallop has come in as our new director of football, 58 years old, but he's just a step above what we had before. He's not the best in the world, but he's going to help us out. As we can see as well, we've moved up with our coaches a little bit. Jody Morris has come in. He was out of work, so he's now come in to help us out. We've got just a bit more better coaching. Lauren Bowen has come in as a new head of performance as well. So everything is just starting to improve. New fitness coach as well, James Barrow. Just starting to get the ratings up. Just needed to just help things develop, that everywhere, throughout the whole lot. We still need to sort out this. We've signed new ones, but it hadn't really improved it. Not ideal. We're also trying to bring in some more players. And as it stands at the moment, we have brought in a couple of players. A bit of experience to start with. Jake Livermore comes in. 32 years old, only 2.5 stars, but I was looking more of it as a leadership. The experience around. He's had Premier League experience, obviously, in the past with West Brom, Hull, Tottenham. So he's been there before. I wouldn't have thought he's going to get much game time. It's just mainly someone in the dressing room just to help out. And this one, I'm very excited about. We upgraded our coaching to be worldwide, and this lad came up on the scout report. Garcia, a new right back. I'm not going to say he's going to start in front of Nyambi, but 4.5 star potential, 2.5 star current ability, very, very well-rounded fullback indeed. So I'm very happy to have this lad on board. And he didn't cost us a lot. It's just under £1 million. So 1.2 if it actually comes to anything. So we're looking at it pretty good. Amos has now got an issue, wants a new contract. Offers going in for players left, right and centre who just aren't that good. Yeah, he's a centre half with jump and reach of 9. I think we might have made a mistake by signing Frank. So we've only got a couple more friendlies to go, but so far we've played Burton, Livingston, Lincoln, Barnsley, and we haven't lost a game. We're looking pretty tidy at the moment as well. If we look at the competition and go to the actual season preview again, I don't think much has changed, has it? No, not a lot. Still 600. Forest have gone from 300 to 250. Our players are still the bottom 2. you know, looking at it, we've got our squad numbers sorted now. So James Trafford is now the new number 1, and everybody else remains unchanged, apart from some few that have previously unassigned who have now got their shirts. Fitness test, Graham Shinney's fine for the next one as well. We've had loads of players that we've been trying to sort of get, but not happened. And we got rid of a load more staff, so we're trying to bring some more in, if we can. Well, we've come round to the 6th of August. It's the first game of the season, and it's just a little bit more excitement. Jorge comes in as a new left back, and this boy, 26 years old, 4-star potential, 3.5-star current ability, already rated at nearly £7 million. Can play as a complete wing back on that left hand side. Coming from the same club as Garcia did, for only £1 million again. So another one. And also, James McAtee comes in as a loanee, 5-star potential, 2.5-star current ability, central midfield, attacking midfielder. So someone else to give a bit more cover in that position. Again, just not costing us hardly anything. It's just perfect. Cracking player there. Not really a lot of gone on in transfers. You know, we've spent £2.4 million. That's it. We've still got, if we look at the finances, we've still got £13 million, but we have going to have to sort out a little bit with our budgets just to pull it back into line to give us maybe 10 million with a bit of wiggle room for another 24. So £25,000. If we can find somebody for 25 grand a week for £10 million, we've still got the transfer window to go. So we're looking pretty good. Squad wise now, if we look at the depth, as I was saying, with the 4-2-3-1, things are starting to look a little bit better. We've got a 3.5-star left back. We've got a 3.5-star right back. We've got 2 4-star central defenders. Shinnie and Fagula as our 2 main midfielders is looking like that, maybe working that way. Wingers is a problem. Strikers, we've got 2 really good ones. So it might have to be that we still go with the 3 at the back. 2 really good strikers. Maybe just go with those 2 as your wing backs. Just mix it in around in midfield. We will have to see which way we go. Staff-wise, we have developed it on nicely. Still an issue with all these. We really have got to sort out our our recruitment team. It's not the best in the world. First games of the season. Well, Man City were favourites. Liverpool beat them 1-0. So that's an interesting one to start with. But we start our campaign off at home against Sheffield United. And here we go. Premier League football. We are Premier League. So here we are for our first team come squad against Sheffield United. Trafford in goal. Kerr, Goody, Watmore, Nyambi, Giannellis, Cousins, Fagulai, Shinnie, Mbadiang, and Surridge up top. Great news. White is back from his heart attack. All that sort of business that was going on with him. He is back in the squad. Finally recovered. So it's going to be great to have him around as well. Also, Will Grigg, Will Keane, all going to be in the squad this season. And it's just great to have everybody around. Even Sarpreet Singh, who was rated as one of our best players, doesn't even get in the squad today. And same about Garcia and Jorge. Jorge's not fit. He is not fit enough to start. So he will start on the bench today. Same with McAtee. Just come in. He's not even trained with us yet, but he's going to sit on the bench today. So let's go and play Sheffield United. It is going to be very interesting to see how we get on today. Pump the fists, go out and impress me. That's the one we want. That is, some of the players are motivated. We need to win this one, hopefully. Let's get off to the great start. Bamba Dieng was in there straight away. Dieng now to Fagulai. Cousins. Forward to Dieng again, involved. Nyambi down that right-hand side. Surridge! Inside the opening 4 minutes of Premier League football. Jim, well, what a start. Unbelievable. Cousins into Dieng. Nyambi gets the cross in, and there's Surridge. It's the Championship, boys. But we are Premier League, and we are 1-0 up. What a way to start. Great start to this. Let's not get carried away. Ryan Brewster, my word, skims over the bar. 12 minutes gone. We don't want to go going too gun-ho, but this is exactly what we wanted. The main thing is staying in the Premier League. Surridge. Out to Janus. That name is going to do my head in. Demetrius is going to have to be... I might even have to do a little shortcut. Just to give him a different name. It's just one of them ones. I'm not very good with my Greek. Shinny now. Bringing the ball down. Surridge into Dieng. Gets it out to Nyambi again. Nyambi, Surridge again! Oh no, we got VAR. I forgot we got VAR. He went off with his hands in the air. Apparently, that's a call to say it's a goal. Disallowed. That should have been 2. That should have been 2. Let's have a look. Is he off? Oh, goodness me, he's miles offside. He was miles offside, James. Goodness me. Not even close. I want to do some praising or something, but maybe we just need to cool things down a bit. Fagulai now to Dieng. Dieng involved heavily. Shinny out to Demetrius. Demetrius cross in. He can't quite get on the end of it there, Dieng. But this is a great start to our Premier League campaign. I know it's Sheffield United. Fagulai now. Surridge over the top. Cousins, Fagulai back again. Kerr on the far post. Not sure what he's doing there. Cousins has a nice pop, but can't quite get it on target. Shinny takes a short one to Goody. Why is Goody out there taking short corners? I don't know. What more? What more? My goodness, Jack, what more? What a goal. I tell you what, the big centre-halves come up. Shinny to Goody. Centre-half out there. Manages to get it to Shinny, who gets it in. What more? What a touch. Turns his man. Goal. Tell you what, that was, as they say, a great touch for a big man. The centre-half turns on a sixpence and absolutely smashes it home. What a half of football. Well, can we do pump the fists? I think we're doing really well, but we're capable of even better. That's motivated some of the boys. That's the way we got to go this season. We've really got to press home that we are a good side and we can win more. Come on, Fagulai. Coming forward now. Fagulai breaking in. Dieng on his... Less said about that, the better. Now, fitness levels. What are we looking like? Fagulai's probably one to have a break. And I think James McAtee can come on and have his debut. What more under it? Got to be man of the match, isn't it? It's to Dieng. Surridge beats his man, or gets it back actually. Yeah, Lucas. I can't do that name. Shinny to Demetrius. I'm changing him in a minute. Definitely. Demetrius swings it in. Surridge straight into the keeper's hands. Right. Fagulai has come off. Surridge has to come off as well. He is looking absolutely shot to pieces out there. But who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Will Keane to have his debut in the Premier League for Wigan. Let's make those changes, yes please. And probably going to be Nyambi has to come off for Garcia to have his first introduction. We're going to praise the boys. We're going to praise them with 10 minutes to go. They are delighted. Come on, this is what we want. Premier League football for Wigan. Absolutely unbelievable. It's 3 minutes added on time. Hopefully this is just a useless highlight and we're not going to concede. They got Lucas Moura playing for them. Shinnie, what a header away. McAtee picks up the ball, running with it beautifully. Will Keane, can he get to it? No, not quite. Cousins get to it though. Diang! Bamba Diang, but is it a goal? Is it a goal? I'm going to say it is a goal! Oh my goodness me! 3-0! Cousins to McAtee. Lovely ball forward. Diang on the volley. What a strike that is! I tell you what, we could have found an absolute bargain here with Diang. £2.2 million. Oh my word, what a start to the season. I know it's only one game in, but we're third in the league. 15 shots to their 5. That is something special. I am very happy with the way you played. Absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable start to the season. What a way to do it. And we're going to probably be pleased with their debut from Bamba Diang. Bamba Diang looks very much at home in his Wigan debut. Oh man, what a great result. I'll be buzzing about this all week. Worcester, I should imagine so. We're third in the league. And of course, Dimitris Yanuslis got man of the match. 1 second. Dimitris, son. That's what you're going to be called from now on. Dimitris. Praise Dimitris. Outstanding debut. Oh my goodness me. And there's players. Look at these players. Fakunda Faris. Oh my goodness. Look at the state of him. 19 years old. Could we really? He's not even had an international cap for the under-21s or anything. Argentinian. I don't think we're going to get fit. All of these great ratings, fitness of 8. He's not my type of player. Giovanni. Another one, like a 20-year-old Brazilian. All these Brazilians, again, fitness of 7. I'll tell you what. No, we need to reset, clear this lot, start again. Right, we got Sunderland in 5 days' time in the Community Shield, or no, not Community Shield, Carabao Cup. Let's go and play that. So here we are to play Sunderland, and I think we're going to have to do a bit of squad rotation because looking at the games coming up, it's literally 3 days later, we've got Leicester. And a worrying sign, we've just won 3-0. But if we go to the season preview, we were 600 to 1. We've now gone out to 1,000 to 1. We just won a game. I don't get it. Yes, so like I said, bit of rotation. We will keep Trafford in goal. Just purely to his game, so he's going to develop. Tilt comes in at right centre-back. Goody, Arian B, has his debut as well. Garcia comes on at right wing-back. Jorge comes in at left wing-back. Power, McAtee and Livermore as your central midfield 3. Will Keane and Charlie Wyke up top. His first game back It's against Sunderland, and I'm sure he is going to absolutely love it. Favourites for a reason. Go out there and make sure we're left in no doubt reason why. I completely agree. 9 changes from that previous game, though. So we are pushing the boat out a little bit, but we'll see what happens. And obviously Sunderland, we owe them after last season. Garcia now gets the ball forward, but it's headed back to the goalkeeper. Can we repay them after last season? It'd be nice to put one over them, especially in the cup. What is happening here? And it is Sunderland coming forward early doors. And it's a whisker away from a goal there, as it just said, in the opening couple of minutes. We do need to start piling the pressure on, I would say. But hopefully it's not going to be at the detriment of us conceding a goal. Let's have a shout of encourage. Just need to up our gameplay there. We've had a chance, but not good enough. And it is Sunderland again. Trafford, big and strong, and claims the ball beautifully. Now what's he going to do with it? Big punt up front. Will Keane onto it. Will Keane, what? That was close. That was close. Oh my goodness me. Possession, 71% possession at that point there then. Half an hour gone. A shout of demand more with 12 minutes to go of this half. It has fired some of the boys up. Some of them are frustrated. But we do need to do a little bit more if we could please. Jorge now, down that left-hand side. To Wyke. Livermore. Jorge. Arian B again. Much changed team, but they have been training together. So Jorge now. Can he get the ball in? He can, but nobody there on the end of it. Phil brings the ball down. Into McAtee. Wyke. Out to Jorge. Forward. Wyke. Charlie Wyke. Will Keane. Oh my goodness me. What a combination. Just like the old days, isn't it? What an absolute beautiful goal this is. Jorge into Wyke. And he just squares it beautifully for Will Keane. I tell you what, that is an absolute marksman at his best. And the assist. Beautiful. No greed there at all. Just absolutely beautiful football. And at half time, it is 1-0. Doing well, but we're capable of more. Will Keane is buzzing with that. Livermore 6.7, 6.8. The midfield's looking pretty good at the moment. But maybe we do need to just up our game slightly. Jorge is not going to last the game. We know his fitness levels. He's only just come to the club. Same with McAtee. Jorge gets it away. McAtee now to max power. Keane to Tilt. Goody. Livermore. Arian B. Back to Trafford. Lovely football from Wigan. Looking awesome. Garcia now. Will Keane can't quite get there. But are we going to pick up the loose ball? That is the question. Or is it going to be a sting in the tail from Sunderland? Max Power. Has he been shown a red card here? Oh my goodness me. Max Power on his first start of the season has got a red card. Right. A few changes required. Shinny, on you come. Let's just tighten things up in there. That's not what we want to see. Where's he to? Demetrius, there he is. Jorge, off you come, son. Garcia could probably do with coming off, but we haven't got a right back on the bench. Singh maybe to come in midfield. We'll leave it at that for a minute. Those two changes just to try and shore it up. And we'll also go to a balanced mentality and a shout of fire up. It's overwhelmed some, but it's also fired up a few of the boys which we needed firing up. Garcia does look like he could do with a break. For who, and Charlie as well, is looking a little bit perplexed out there. Sam Sturridge, on you come. Shinny. It's over the bar for Marion B. 10 minutes to go. Let's just see this game through. 1-0 will do it. That'll put us through to the next round. Garcia's going to have a break. Goody's going to have a break. Demetrius with a free kick. Oh my word. Skim the top of the bar. Absolutely unbelievable. That's what we need. Players this season that are going to take the bull by the horns, and that will do. 1-0. A tighter game than we hoped, but obviously the way things were with the changes as well. 9 changes in that game, and Max Power getting sent off. Not good. Everybody's happy with Jake Livermore's. Oh yes. Scott Banks, a youngster, £45,000. A 4-star potential, 2-star current ability, can play left or right side as well. Look, somebody who can possibly. So let's have a little look. He's got interest in other people from other clubs. So he's going to be starting off as a fringe, becoming a squad. Yeah, we're happy with that. What we normally do, we get rid of all these appearance bonuses. We also take out that money there for sign-on fees because we don't do that. So after he's played 15 games, we're on 11 grand. I reckon that's all right. I'm still happy. Oh, 20 games, 11 grand. Okay. So 4.5 grand to start with. I tell you what, that's how you do deals, boys and girls. That's how you do boardroom. Give it to me. Max Power, a 1-match ban. We're not going to appeal against it. We're just going to confirm the fine and don't appeal because he booted someone out on the touchline. And we've got 1 day, and then it's going to be find out who we get in the next round. But also 3 days until we play Leicester. Well, Jorge Poncia, apparently we're interested in signing him. 22-year-old Spanish under 21 international. Central defender. He's requested to leave where he is. There's a bid from Southampton. I reckon. See, again, this pops up. We've not scouted this lad. He's popped up on the news feed saying that we should be looking to buy him. And obviously there's something going on here. 15 tackling, look, 15 positioning. This lad would be an awesome signing if we can get him. So I think we'll have a word with our director of football and see if he... Look at that, 5-star potential. He's already got 4-star ability. He would be an absolute awesome central defender. Right, let's just do the draw and then we'll have a word with the director of football in a minute. There's a whole host of teams, so we will draw an automatic draw and see what we get. This is tricky. This is tricky. There is a lot of teams actually in this, so I think probably we need to... Probably should have just drawn them all. Looking at all the teams here. As soon as we're out, we're stopping the draw. Unless... Obviously, it's going to be the last team, aren't we? There's some low sides in this. Plymouth and Harrogate. We don't want a big team. It'd be nice to have a nice little run in this cup. Oxford would be nice, even away from home. It's just tricky ties. And just all these teams that are going away, don't give us Man City. Look, what? Morecambe have got Man City. What a result for Morecambe. Wigan, we're out. Here we go. Stop the draw. Draw all the teams. We've got Aston Villa. Right. Let's scoot on a couple of days and let's get to Leicester and see what happens with Unica. Well, we did try and sign him. He wanted crazy amounts of money. 75 grand a week we went to, which is a hell of a lot of money. But Jorge Unica is not coming. We did get a fee involved, but he just rejected the contract. We're just not quite at that stage yet, are we? Oof. Right, let's go and play Leicester. Okay, so here we are for the Leicester game. And it's back to the same team we had in the first fixture. Trafford in goal. Kerr, Goody, Watmore, Nyambi, and Demetrius as your fullbacks. or wing backs, should I say, Cousins, Faguli, Shinnie, Yang, and Surridge up front. So players are starting to get into their fitness regimes now. But Amos needs to do a bit of training with the under-23s just to get his match fitness up. And Jorge as well. I'd probably say the same. While we're here, let's just get him playing a few bits for the under-21s and Lang as well. That Lang, that's going to be a problem. If we're not going to play wingers at the minute, he really does need to help get his fitness levels up by playing a bit of football for the under-21s. Right. Let's go and submit that team. Let's see what we can do against Leicester. The pressure's all on them, so let's go and cause an upset. I think that's a nice call. I do. I like that. Here we are at the King Power Stadium. Look at that, Madison Barnes. We're on the box today with the last game. So that's an interesting one. Everybody's out to watch us. We are the. Was it the 7 o'clock game or 7:30 or whatever it is? 5:30, isn't it? 5:30 on a Saturday afternoon. That's what we are. We're the Saturday game. Oh, how we've risen. Oh my goodness me. And how we've almost scored in the opening. Where's 15 minutes gone? Bit of encouragement. Diang don't quite get to it. Madison, look. Tielemans. Oh, Shinnie. Faguli, Cousins took one right in the chack then. Demetrius gets it to Surridge. Is that a penalty? Don't know who we got on penalties either. In fact, I don't even know if I've set up penalties. It's checking it. It's no penalty. Outside the box. And nothing comes of it. Shinnie puts the ball in. Faguli. Oh, I was just thinking he was going to curl one in that top bin then. What more? Faguli. Surridge is in. This is the problem now with VAR. I don't know whether it's going to be a goal or not. It is awarded. Oh my goodness me. 1-0 up against Leicester. Shinnie to Watmore. Faguli into Surridge. Times his run to perfection. Times his run to perfection indeed. 1-0 up. Absolutely unbelievable. We're top. We're top of the blooming league on goal difference. We're top of the Premier League. Stop now. That is it. Draw a line under it. Season's over. We've won the league, boys and girls. That should be the thumbnail, shouldn't it? Top of the league. Faguli now. Swings the ball in. Watmore can't quite get to it. Nyambi digs it out. Yeah. Back to Nyambi again. Yeah, gets the ball. Nyambi, they're having their own little party out there. Cousins, Care. Lovely football from Wigan again. This is unreal. Yeah, to Cousins through Nyambi. Diang! That's onside. That's a goal. That's 2-0. Come on! I'm having this one. Oh my goodness me. Jim Cam is having a ball. Nyambi to Diang. Back heel. What a strike. Oh my goodness me. I tell you what. Look at this again. A back heel by Diang. Surridge. I don't know if he meant to play it to him. But what a 1-2 that was. I'm happy they're passing. Yeah, they've got some more we can do. They're inspired. The boys are loving it. Oh my word. We are top of the Premier League. This is crazy. They've had one shot. Right, fitness levels. Dimitri, you're going to have to come off again, son, for Jorge. Faguli, test the goalkeeper. This is absolutely stunning. Shinnie, we don't want any more red cards. So Livermore comes on just to shore things up in there. Faguli, maybe. I tell you what, Watmore is having a bit of a moment at the moment. He's been not all that good in training. So we're going to have to be careful with what's going on with him, because I'm not sure what is going on with what. And that is the problem. Claudio Bravo in goal for Leicester City. Are we going to be... I know it's early days. Are we going to be not conceding any goals in the Premier League in the first 2 games? Fagulai loses the ball. Daka is in, but Trafford, that's what we brought him in for. And he is absolutely stunning. What more? Away with it. I tell you what, he must have heard me. He must have heard me. Arian B wins the ball back. Diang now. Diang gets it to Fagulai. Oh, Jake Livermore loses the ball in midfield. But there's a couple of minutes to go. 3 minutes of added on time. And it is going to be 2 from 2 in the Premier League. Oh my goodness me. This is nuts. That sound you hear is everyone who wrote us off backtracking. What a performance. Oh my goodness me, boys and girls. This is unbelievable. Who is Allegri looking at? Patterson Daka. I'm going to say, surely he's not looking at one of our boys already, is he? Well, Goody's got concerns about having a new contract. What I'll say to that is, yeah, have a chat with him a minute. What's he said? Goody no longer wants a new deal. I tell you what, he is an absolute beauty, is Jason Kerr. Foxes stunned, shocked by superb Wigan. Now, if that hasn't got that 1,000 to 1, back down to 700, that's better. Right, schedule. My goodness me, there's some big games to come, and we're going to come back in for Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea. That little run, we're going to come through these games, and we're going to come back in here around here, because that is home to Liverpool, away to Manchester City. We're going to get absolutely battered, aren't we? But who knows? We are flying at the moment, and I am absolutely loving it. Premier League life, if that's not worth a couple of thumbs up, at least from get your friends and family involved. Subscriptions as well. Don't forget to the Wigan channel. And thanks everybody to Tics Gaming for bringing you this today. What a way to start the Premier League. And I'm hoping we're already 6 points up for our survival chances. Catch you in the next one. Hope you've enjoyed. See you soon and goodbye.